Happy Saturday, Connect fam. Your girl Stitch is here with our amazing co-host Sandy Glant, bringing you the hottest women in business and female entrepreneurs. And super excited to have our guest co-host back with us, Miss Rola Diab. She is here with us this week, straight from Dubai. Hi, Rola.
Hi, ladies. How's it going?
Amazing. We are so excited for you and this incredible women's conference that you're speaking at in Dubai. I'm so excited to hear all about it. I hear you're 9 hours ahead of us.
That's right. It's 2
9
o'clock
hours
in the morning.
ahead. Oh my goodness. So how's it going so far? Have you been to Dubai before? Is this your first time? Fill us in.
This is actually my first time in the country. I grew up in Saudi Arabia, not too differently from this region, but things have changed drastically in the Middle East since I was a kid. So coming to Dubai feels almost like a second home for me. It's beautiful. Walking through the city today, you'd be blown away how impressive all the restaurants and cafes and everything is done incredibly well.
Yes. So Rola, what are some of the different topics that are going to be discussed? What are you speaking on?
My main focus is going to be addressing the Cinderella syndrome that many women go through. We often give our power away to an outside source. It's something that I speak often about. So identifying and being able to shift and be congruent in the behavior, comparing our real self to our ideal self, really identifying what that looks like, and then giving them the tools in order to shift out of that thinking so that they can take ownership and create a more powerful, centered image that's going to absolutely affect their career, and they're going to get results that are faster and honestly more impressive whenever they do the work that they do in the world. It's really important that we step into our power and practice that ongoing in order to build it so that we ultimately receive the results that we're aiming for.
That's awesome. And I know the last time we spoke, you did mention, so I know for a fact this isn't the end of your international speaking tour, because up next, if I'm not mistaken, you're heading to Cairo, Egypt. So we can't wait to hear more about that. And can you tell us just a little bit more if you can right now? Is that okay?
It's still in process as far as Cairo goes, but that's coming up next. We should know in the next couple of weeks about what's being finalized there. But we're building business in Cairo from the perspective of expanding business consulting. So once someone learns these strategies, they can build a business and they'll have it forever. So that's really what we're promoting in the region.
Awesome. And your company, am I pronouncing that properly? Allure Solutions, correct?
That's right.
Got it. Talk more about your own empire that you are building and really have grown and continuing to expand, and how people can hire you.
Yeah. So I personally am not taking on any more clients. Our company has a wide variety of coaches and consultants with various different types of backgrounds, all trained in the same strategies to help support small to mid-sized businesses from a profitability perspective. We look at a business, identify how they can become more profitable. That's the goal. For coaches, for anyone who wants to get into the business, we train those consultants to follow the process. It works. It's been working for a long time. It's just a matter of once you learn it, you have it forever. Join that a network ultimately of consultants and coaches who are doing it on an ongoing basis. And I think that's probably the biggest part when people start businesses, entrepreneurs, is having a network and a support system so that you're not on your own. So we have that in place to help support future coaches and consultants.
That's awesome. So good, Rola. I love all the systems, all about the systems.
Right.
Awesome. Well, you are sticking around with us all half hour long as we talk even more about entrepreneurship and executives that are living it up. But if people want to check out what you're doing, your business, your services during the commercial break, how can they find you?
They can either go to my website at alluresolutions.com or follow me on Instagram at Rola Speaks. Rola's 1L, as you can see there. Follow me there, message me. I can get them connected from either one of our coaches, or if they're interested in getting into the business, we can have that conversation as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rolla. It's always a pleasure. Enjoy, be safe, and we can't wait to hear more about the many international travels that you will be doing. Next time you're taking us with you. Thanks. Coming up next, Connect Fam, we have Miss Sarah Maria. She is back to talk about networking. So you definitely want to stick around for that. Get your pen and your pad and take some notes. And later, we're also going to be sitting down with the funnel doctor that is breaking down everything you need to know about ads. Where are you going to go? Nowhere, because all the fun is right here.
That's right. All that and more next.
Hi, I'm Julie Stevens, founder and creator of Be Teeny Spirits. Please shop our low-calorie cocktails at www.beteeniespirits.com. Thank you for watching the Connect Network TV. Cheers.
Welcome back to the Connect Show Miami. We are wrapping up 2022, right? So many of us are taking inventory and looking at our things. And when I say inventory, I don't just mean products and services. I'm talking about our networks and our relationships, right?
Absolutely. And we have just the woman to help you get all of that into perspective. The woman that teaches all of the business babe basics is back. Help us welcome Sarah Maria to the show.
Hi, Sarah.
Welcome.
Hi, Sarah. So we've all heard the term, your net worth is your network. Why is networking so important for you?
Well, networking is so important for me because when I first moved to Phoenix 5 years ago, I knew nobody. And so I made sure when I came here, I was trying to find every single woman that was doing anything in Phoenix. I went to the networking events. I took people out to coffee. And within 5 years, I've grown like a huge network, but also the connections. Like I got to be, speak on different platforms, be on people's podcasts. Like I found the Connect Network. I'm talking like it is about who you know.
Right.
That's
So,
right.
I love it. Now, for those that are still networking in what is being called low vibrational spaces, we have the low vibration plates, but the low vibrational spaces. What are some of your first tips to even get out and build new relationships? What would you suggest?
Okay, so you want to have, like I learned you need to have a plan when you go to a networking event. Be like, I'm going to make sure that I talk to 5 people, or I'm going to get 5 business cards. Like just have some attention. I used to just go in there and be like, woo. And I ended up having like 5 drinks and like no connections. So you have a plan, get in there, get your little cocktail, pace yourself 1 or 2 drinks. If you don't set your intention, you're going to go in there and then you like waste your time. You're like, why did I even go?
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
So Sarah, talk to us about Boss Hour. This is one of the networking events that you've created in your business.
Yes.
Boss Business Basics to
Okay.
help women connect. Yes.
I love Boss Hour. So it started like I've only been doing it for a couple months, but like it keeps on evolving. So basically, a guy gave me the idea for Boss Hour. It was for purpose-driven women who value collaboration over competition, want to expand their network and their net worth. So when I created it in the very beginning, at different events, I had different women, business owners. They would be vendors at the events. And so like every month, like it evolves. So I just had, last month we had a brunch. Then this month we had a Friendsgiving. The next month I'm partnering with somebody who's doing a vision board experience. Then we're going to go on to like do a sleepover. Like I'm pretty good with like the kind of people now that I've like been around. So I vet all the people. So it's like, you can just come to Boss Hour and you're going to get good people with good energy instead of just go, as I already did all the hard work. Like I already know
Sarah,
what we need.
you've done the vetting process, bro.
You vetted them already.
I did. Yes.
I love it. And on that note, you have some pretty amazing things coming up in 2023, including your membership program and also your retreat. How do we get in on that?
Okay, so the membership program I'm like working on right now, but basically it's going to be a membership so that people will be able to come to Boss Hour events. I'm building like a whole vault. The retreat is going to be Healing You Whole. It's going to be in Tulum. The one thing they don't tell you in business is that your mindset, all that got to be right before your business. Like you are your brand. So it's like we want to heal you all from the inside out so then you can go and be the best. So the best thing to do is follow me on Instagram. Like everything is on Instagram. You'll find out on Instagram. Like that's where it's at.
Google her, darling. Google her.
Yes.
Amazing. Well, I know we can follow you on Instagram, but we just love having you and all of the topics that you share and the Boss Babe Business Basics. Where else can people connect with you, join your membership? Tell us how we connect with you even further off of social media.
Okay. So I have my old website. Like my website's being redesigned. But right now you can go to www.xoxosammaria.com and it has like the basic stuff on there, but I'm getting it redone. And then in my Instagram bio, I've got the little Linktree link. So it's got all the different like ways to get me. But honestly, like Instagram, hop in the DM. I'm always on Instagram. I have a Facebook group too. I don't really like Facebook, but I do have a Facebook group and I will add you to the Facebook group so you know what's going on.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, coming up next, Miami, we speak to author and rabbi Toby Rubenstein. She's teaching all about how she has combined her faith and fashion after the break.
Hi, I'm Elena Cardone, and I help women reach a heightened level of success. You can keep up with me online at www.elenacardone.com. You're watching the Connect Network TV.
Welcome back. So the level up continues, Connect fam, and our next guest is here to share all about her new book, The House of Faith and Fashion. Please help me welcome to the Connect fam. She brought a fancy dress and she did not forget her Manolos, darling. Please help me welcome Toby Rubenstein. Hi, Miss Toby.
How are you? Oh, wait. Okay, yes, I didn't forget.
There we go.
I'm not a lie.
Okay, no, I didn't want to make you a liar. I got dressed for you guys. I had to. I mean, after all, it's the House of Faith and Fashion.
You're fabulous. That deserves a
you.
pat.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show, Toby.
Thank you.
So mark your calendars, Miami fashionistas, because on December 7th, the St. Thomas University Fashion School is hosting a faith and fashion talk, and you're a big part of this. Tell our viewers what they can expect.
Well, on December 7th at St. Thomas University, I am going to be involved in an event called the House of Faith and Fashion, which is really based upon my book, shameless plug about my book, The House of Faith and Fashion. And I'm going to be in talks with the head of programming for the Business, Fashion, and Merchandising School in the auditorium. And it's for all the student body and faculty and all invitees, which you can go to my link and my Instagram page and find your invite because I expect you to be there. And we're going to talk about two unlikely subjects, which is faith and fashion. You might think that they're not related, but they are. So I guess I'm going to make you feel not so guilty by going shopping.
Oh,
I love it. Thank you for that in advance. And I'm officially an hour, but I would be remiss. I did attend St. Thomas, so shout out to all
Okay.
these St. Thomas students out there. So let's switch back over to you. If we can dive a little bit deeper.
Go ahead.
Toby, into your story just a little bit more. You have, to my understanding, a 40 plus fashion career, and you are a proud Jewish Orthodox woman and rabbi. When did you decide to really combine religion and fashion? When did you intertwine the two?
Well, I think because I was voted most likely to shop in my high school, at my high school graduation, that was what they picked for me. And being that I went to an all-girl yeshiva, which is an all-girl religious school, I didn't really see the two of them clearly until I got older. And I combined my two loves and built the House of Faith and Fashion, which I probably have been building my whole life. But just the fact that, you know, I kind of suggest the irony of a Orthodox Jewish woman who is a rabbi, who is going to be lecturing at a Catholic university about all religions and hosting a fashion show that really highlights modesty, which is really a way of dress, not just in Judaism, but in Islam. So that in itself is such a mouthful that I embrace the fact that it's so unique, and I just love that I built it.
Absolutely.
We do too. Congrats to you. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yes. And as we dive a little bit deeper into your story, you know, we are also proud to share that you are a stage 4 cancer survivor. And we were just recognizing Cancer Awareness Month. So
A double props for that one. Yeah.
How did you discover that you had cancer?
You know, I discovered it sort of backdoor. I didn't have, you know, the scary part is I didn't have any symptoms of the cancer that I was diagnosed for. I was diagnosed for stage 4 uterine cancer. What I had symptoms for was that I had fluid on my chest and I couldn't breathe, and they thought it was COVID. And actually, as just a protocol procedure, they tested the liquid, and in the liquid they found the cancer. And then it took them about 2 to 3 months to find out where the origins of the cancer was. So it was crazy, as only I could say. This was another one of God's tests for me that said, okay, Toby, wake up and find your purpose and do something about it.
And I'm glad you pick up that book one more time. Let's talk a little bit more about it, please. Before you go, House of Faith and Fashion. What else can we expect? Please tell us, Toby.
Well, you know, I'm just gonna boast a little bit and tell you that, you know, it has been endorsed by, you know, Ferd Malice called me her fashion rabbi. Iris Apfel called me her fashion rabbi. So it has been taken seriously in the fashion community, and it's also been taken seriously within the religious community. And I guess the biggest irony is what's about to happen on December 7th. We talk about the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Met Gala Ball, which is just the most glamorous thing in the whole world, and I love it. And we talk about a special exhibit called Heavenly Bodies, which is the most attended exhibit to date at the Met. There is 2 chapters in Leviticus for the high priest outfit that is the most gorgeous Parisian outfit you could possibly imagine. So at least pay homage to, I say, the original couturier, and that's God. Wow. And then I take it off, and there's essay after essay that follows that. So that's what you could expect from a book like this. And I'm thankfully writing book 2 because I've gotten so many requests from designers and from fashion thought leaders and people in the industry said, you know what, why don't you tell my story, connect this. Mm-hmm. So I'm so excited about what's even going to come from this.
Yes. And speaking of designers, who are your go-tos when stepping out for an unforgettable look?
Well, I have to tell you, the dress that I'm wearing, which I just really love, is a new designer from Israel. Her name is Shoshi, I got to get this right, Yigudayev. I mean, it's just that it's so like princessy and fabulous. But I have to tell you, I'm a Carolina Herrera junkie. I self-confess, just like my Manolo Blahniks. But now what I would do is I would take my Carolina Herrera dress, maybe from 10 years ago or every 20 years ago, maybe even 30 years ago. I take it to Kate McGuire at Converted Closet. I suggest that all of you go on her Instagram page because now she's been picked up with the new sequel to Sex and the City season 2. She's part of the wardrobe department, and she refashions your clothes to update them instead of you going and buying something new. And that's the new sustainability, is being a refashion designer. And I'm all for that.
Well, friends, don't miss it. You can meet Toby in person December 7th at St. Thomas University Fashion School. How can they attend and where do they get tickets?
Well, I guess the easiest way to do is go to my Instagram page, and in the bio is a link to go there because it's on Eventbrite, and it's free. It's on December 7th from 11:30 to 1. It's in the Business School Auditorium, and we're gonna have a good time.
Oh, it sounds amazing. And before you go, where
Yes.
can we purchase the book?
Oh, wait, let me just put this in front of my face again. Okay, The House of Faith and Fashion. It's available on Amazon and Kindle, and it's also available on my website, www.thehouseoffaithandfashion.com.
Thank you so much, Toby. You are a ball of awesomeness, and we wish nothing but blessings to you on December 7th at St. Thomas University. And stay tuned, Connect family. There's a lot more going on. Coming up next, we are going to sit down with Ryan McCray, your funnel doctor, and he's breaking down social media and so much more. Where are you going? Getting some coffee, tea, whatever it is, don't go too far. We'll be back.
Hi guys, it's Ty Hunter. Please check out my new book, Makeover from Within, and you're watching the Connect Network.
Welcome back, Connect fam. So we told you from time to time, we'll sprinkle in some amazing men, right? So our next guest is really ready to help not only those that are new to business, but also those who may be a little bit more advanced. And if you have been on the fence about getting paid traffic to your site or maybe even your Instagram page, we have the perfect doctor that will break it all down.
That's right. Please help us. Welcome to the show, Ryan McCray.
Ryan!
Hey, how's everyone going? Thank you so much for having
Good
me.
morning. Good morning.
So Ryan, let's get into it. Social media ads or paid traffic. Many people are new to this idea of paying to attract clientele, and they may be on the fence about it. So what can you share about this type of marketing?
So great question. So in my opinion, honestly, I think it's non-negotiable. You know, as entrepreneurs, we have to advertise, we have to market, we have to put paid advertising out there. You know, if you think about the biggest companies in the world, like a McDonald's or a Nike, they have like 90% market share, you know, in $1 billion company, and they still spend money on paid advertising. So what makes us think that we don't have to advertise? So I think it's 100% non-negotiable. Everybody has to run paid advertising. You know, you have to have a budget in your company. But to me, I think it's not an option. You have to spend money on paid advertising.
Nice. And I know, Ryan, there are just numerous ways, really several ways to run ads. And that's really why it's so important to hire someone that knows what the heck they are doing, to be honest. Can you talk about retargeting advertisements, if you can, and kind of break that down a little bit for us?
Yes, absolutely. And that's honestly my favorite, you know, part of advertising and one of my favorite things to do. You know, so retargeting is basically showing up back in someone's feed after they've taken certain actions online. So there's something called like a pixel. There's like a Facebook pixel. There's like a Google pixel where you can literally track internet behavior. So if someone visits your website, we can build an audience around that. If someone adds the cart, but they don't buy, we can build an audience around that. If someone follows you on Instagram or watches a video, not just that they watched your video, but you can also retarget based on the percentage that someone watched it. We can show back in their feed and we can give them certain messaging based on the actions that they've taken. Like, hey, you see, you put this in the cart, but you didn't check out. Hey, here's an extra 10% off. Or we seen you were checking us out. You're watching our video. You followed us, but you haven't taken action, whether that's getting something for free or purchasing or whatever. Now we can keep showing back up in their feed by quote unquote retargeting them.
Yes. And let's talk ad content. How do we create ad content that converts into cash? That's the big question.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, the first thing you have to do, honestly, is test. You know, as marketers, advertisers, you know, digital marketers, I truly believe we're scientists. None of us have a crystal ball. And it's so interesting. Like, we never know what's going to work and what's not. So I think you truly have to test. Generally, video is better, but not all the time. So it also depends on what industry and, niche you're in and stuff like that. So, customer testimonials work well. Also, some type of video that can actually show the transformation that the product or service can give. And then, we test so much stuff where it's like the images still do well, graphics, something that's aesthetically pleasing. But you really have to test, and you really have to just, put different things out there and just see what performs better.
Another thing you focus on is increasing your client's CLV. And if you haven't heard of this term before, it's the customer lifetime value. And that's something that many entrepreneurs don't even know. So first, how do we discover the CLV, the customer lifetime value of our clients?
Yeah, the first thing is you have to know how much a customer spends with you. So that's based on like the average order value. If you have different price points for different products, different services. So you have to know on average, how much someone spends, and then how long they stay a client. We're looking at when someone makes a first purchase, how often do they come back and shop again? And how do we get them into the store to spend more? And then when they're in the store, when they're in the store, we want them to spend more. But then once they've spent something, we want them to come back and give them different incentives to actually come back and shop again. And that's how we measure the lifetime value.
So Ryan, tell us, how can we increase that value? Obviously, we want to keep that buyer coming back and have them for an extended amount of time. How do we do that?
So the first thing is you have to offer more stuff. So I think a lot of entrepreneurs, they don't offer more stuff. You also have to nurture people. When someone joins your email list, if someone buys something, you need to put them into a sequence to buy something else. You need to have different incentives. You need to have, maybe a referral program or an affiliate program and stuff like that. But I think there are many ways to do it. I think a lot of entrepreneurs they don't think about the holistic picture of trying to do that.
Ryan, this is a lot of great information. So I hope, and I know some of our Connect fam were taking notes, and you are going to be back with us soon. Yes?
Yeah.
To drop
Yes,
more
I
gems.
Yep, absolutely.
In the meantime, in between time, please tell everyone how they can connect with you and get more of the information that you have, please.
Sure. So you can connect with me. I'm all over social media. Instagram is Ryan at Ryan McCrary Marketer. Also, we type in the Funnel Doctor, I'll come up. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, pretty much anywhere. Our website is www.yourfunnelDoctor.com, www.yourfunnelDoctor.com. If you go to our website, you go on my Instagram. We want to start retargeting you, so just be aware of that. But I'm not hard to find. I'm all over social media.
Awesome. All right. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for being with us today. And to our guest co-host, Rolla, thank you so much for being here as well. Rolla, how do we keep up with you?
Follow me on Instagram, Rolla Speaks. Easy to find.
Awesome. Make sure to check both Ryan and Rolla out for everything that they have going on. And if you are at home and you are ready to build your business and brand with the power of media, there's no better place to do it than right here on the Connect Network TV.
And of course, keep up with past episodes at theconnectonline.com. We will see you next Saturday. Big shout out to everyone who's in town for some people say Art Basel, some people say Art Basel, whichever one you want to say, darling, but just enjoy. A shout out to home team artists. I gotta say, if I can, ladies, Troy Simmons, Constance Jones' husband, is going to be showcasing art. Our Girls Make Beat Squad with SoundCloud. It's just a lot going on. Art Beat Transformation, Art of Transformation in Opalaka. It's a lot going on. So enjoy safely. Yeah? Call somebody and tell them you love them if you didn't hear it all morning. Love you for free. What's our dance, guys? Come on, Ryan.
I don't know how to salsa.